Teenage boy and his grandmother have been arrested after the boy's girlfriend, who was reported missing, was found staying at their home. A 16-year-old girl from Grand Island was reported missing on September 7th. In the search for the girl, deputies interviewed multiple family members and people in their circle, including her juvenile boyfriend and his grandmother, Debbie Myers, who he lives with. The boy and his grandmother were interviewed 12 times over 3 weeks. In those interviews, the two maintained that they did not know the whereabouts of the missing girl and provided little information to the case. Deputies informed them both of the resources being used to find the girl, plus the criminal charges that they could potentially face if they were choosing to keep information about her whereabouts from deputies. Resources being used to find the girl included 4 search warrants for different social media accounts, 6 subpoenas for her location services, 8 exigent after hours information requests, plus coordination with the FBI, U.S. Marshals, nearby sheriff's office, local law enforcement agencies, and the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. Myers also stated to deputies that the extensive search was becoming ridiculous and adding that whoever is responsible should and will be charged. During the investigation, deputies ultimately found the missing girl at the Myers and her grandson's house, where she was staying the whole time she was reported missing. Both Myers and her grandson were arrested and charged with interference with child custody, providing false information to law enforcement, and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Now, my question is, why would she run away from home? What's going on? What is so horrible at home that she needed to run away? What type of parents does she have, or parent does she have? What type of family does she specifically have? Right? Like I said before, these are, ordinary questions that I feel that everybody should ask. And some people I've seen online will state that, oh, kids run away when they can't get their way, and when it is that they're angry, and right, they'll try to place all of the blame on the kids being young, on them just being angry, and all of these things. But nobody goes to the furthest extent of looking directly at the parents, trying to research, trying to ask the child, how is your home life? What specifically is happening? What specifically is going on? How is your family and your parents treating you? Is any extenuating, types of variables taking place in your life where you feel that you would need to flee home? Everybody knows home is supposed to be your safe space. That's supposed to be your safety net, right? Nobody's really going to flee their home, even if someone's home is potentially on fire, different things of that nature. People are somewhat still reluctant. They still want to try to save something. They still want to try to put out the fire. They still want to try to salvage something, no matter how dire, right, that fire, that situation may be. So again, I ask, how dire was the situation? How bad was the situation that she decided that, hey, I'm going to see if I can stay with my boyfriend and his grandmother at their home versus being at my home? Now, some people brought up a theory of maybe it could be the fact that she's pregnant, and maybe she might want to keep the child, right? Maybe the boyfriend and the grandmother want her to keep the child, and the parents or their family doesn't want them to keep the child, right? Again, just theories. But this is why I state that people need to really talk to kids, not talk, at them, but talk to them, talk to understand, right? Talk to actually listen and inquire, right? So that the child will know that, hey, I can be a safe space. It is completely okay for you to let me know, if anything, is negatively impacting you at home, right? If you feel unsafe at home, if something just isn't right, you can, specifically let me know. Article, they just stated that, hey, the boyfriend and the grandmother are going to get charged for taking in somebody and, misusing police resources and lying directly to police and interfering with an investigation and, contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Again, nowhere in there did they specifically state that they inquired information about the child and why it is that they ran away or felt the need to be with the boyfriend and the grandmother. Nobody. Nobody. Like I said, There's probably a lot more directly to the story, but more than likely, we'll never know. Right? She more than likely won't say anything, and the grandmother and the boyfriend probably won't say anything as well. All I'm simply stating is that, sometimes when it comes to these stories, people should take a second, third, or fourth look and try to get a different perspective or a different understanding as to what it is that is specifically going on.